Hello, welcome to Sport Live UG. Do not forget to like or share and subscribe. 9 Premier League goals since the beginning of December. Alexander Isak is leading the charge for a reinvigorated Newcastle United, dragging the club into the Champions League qualification race. Inconsistency and a struggling attack had led to questions being asked about the direction of travel at St James Park, but 7 wins in a row in all competitions, and a return to form for the 25-year-old Sweden striker, has brought hope back to Tyneside. After Isak acclaim for the Premier League Player of the Month, Sport Live UG looks at his journey to becoming the Premier League crown jewel. Isak has always dealt with the pressure of potential. As a 16-year-old, he became the youngest scorer in local club Ike's league history, and quickly established himself as a hot prospect across Europe. Comparisons to legendary countryman Zlatan Ibrahimovic soon followed, but the pair could hardly have been more contrasting. Ibrahimovic's brash, ego-driven persona was not shared by Isak. Born to Eritrean parents in Stockholm, he grew up humble and introverted, eventually developing into the sort of player and person Newcastle wanted to build their project around. He has often been likened to Arsenal legend Thierry Henry, great with the ball at his feet, intelligence to roam centrally and out wide, all with a trademark effortlessly. In 2017, Isak moved to Borussia Dortmund, a breeding ground for potential superstars, but unlike Jadon Sancho, Jude Bellingham and Erling Haaland, life in Germany did not work out. Coaches who worked with him recognized his ability, but the player's shyness stopped him from establishing himself. However, one meeting between Isak and then Dortmund reserves boss Jan Siewert helped him turn his career around. Over coffee, Siewert showed the young striker 2 pictures side by side, one of the player sitting on the Dortmund substitutes bench, another of him smiling after scoring for Sweden. He found his feet on loan in Holland with Willem II in 2019, scoring 13 goals in 16 Eredivisie games. He joined Real Sociedad to go to the next level. Isak did not possess the profile of a star, but his talent was not in question. Not forgetting where he came from or his values, he contacted his school Spanish teacher back in Sweden to thank them for helping him gain an understanding of the language, and they ended up reminiscing about a class trip to Barcelona. Once settled in San Sebastian, Isak scored 17 goals in his second season, going on to impress at Euro 2020 with Sweden too. Though he did not score in the tournament, his group stage performance against Slovakia showed exactly why he was so coveted, dribbling past defenders at ease and helping his country to a 1-0 win. Speculation around him intensified, but just 6 goals in 32 games in 2021-22 reinforced the idea he was not ready to join an elite club for the fee being demanded, more than £60 million. Newcastle initially turned away from a deal at that price, but an injury to Callum Wilson changed their mind and they smashed their transfer record in August 2022. The move created a false narrative around Newcastle's transfer approach. Because of the wealth of their Saudi Arabian owners, it was said they were rather cavalier to sign Isak for that much, something no other club would do. But that was never the case. The deal had been carefully considered in the wake of profit and sustainability rules, and his talent had long been identified within the club. Isak's lack of ego was also a huge factor. Newcastle's management were keen that each signing fitted the ethos of togetherness and team spirit, but the player's introversion is certainly no longer a hindrance to his performances. The club bought into his potential and have been handsomely rewarded for it, although injuries have been a frustration, forcing him to miss 5 months of his first season with a thigh problem and struggle with a groin issue last term. A debut strike against Liverpool at Anfield was a taste of things to come, however, and he still reached double figures that campaign as Newcastle qualified for the Champions League. In 2023-24, Isak became the first Newcastle player since Alan Shearer 2 decades earlier to score 20 league goals in a season. This season started with difficulty. Newcastle were not playing with the identity manager Eddie Howe wanted, failing to dominate the ball and play through the midfield with energy. Isak looked isolated. Part of why he struggled towards the end at Real Sociedad was a change of system after the departure of Martin Odegaard to Arsenal. Isak was not connecting to the midfield like before. This particular hot streak has coincided with Sandro Tonali playing a deeper role and Bruno Guimaraes pushing higher. There is more control and balance. Newcastle will be keen to keep Isak, and with 3.5 years remaining on his contract, their position is strong. Rumours of interest from Arsenal are understandable, perhaps because of his likeness to Henry, but the Gunners will have to pay a hefty fee to sign him. He is the player they do not want to lose under any circumstances and the poster boy of the team. His unique profile makes him almost impossible to replace. But progress is key to keeping him. He has ambitions for silverware and European football. Fortunately for Newcastle, Isak's goals mean both are in their sights. Newcastle star claimed prize for Best Premier League Goal of December after also winning EA Sports Player of the Month award. He is one of only 6 players to win both awards in the same month, following Cole Palmer in April 2024, Bruno Fernandes in June 2020, Jesse Lingard in April 2021, Mohamed Salah in October 2021, and Miguel Almiron in October 2022. Isak is the first Swedish player to win a Guinness Goal of the Month award since it was introduced in 2016-17, and the first Newcastle player to do so since Almiron in October 2022. He topped an 8-goal shortlist after the public's votes were combined with those of a panel of football experts. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like or share and subscribe.